Okay, so what we're doing today, or what we're going to do now, is we're going to glue these sections of platform together. I've already cut them and tested the heights against the rolling stock, and they all fit nicely. So what we're going to do, because these are in, as you can see, small sections. So what we're going to do now, we're going to glue these platforms together. Now, these small sections of wood. The reason I've got small sections, you may think, why has it got one length of platform, is because when you buy this wood from a buildings merchants or a DIY store, usually the length of wood, like I'm usually buying 2.5 meter lengths. I think it comes out from 2.8. When you look down it like that, you see it curves and it looks like a dog's hind leg, we would say in England, all curved like a banana. So what I've done, I've cut the best bits out of the lengths of wood, and then they will be glued together. Now, how I'm going to glue them together is by using these, what I've got off Amazon. Bear with me. These are M6 wooden dowels. You've got lengths of 6mm, 8mm and 10mm. So what I'll do, I will drill a hole in here. I think one will be enough. And then obviously put the dowel in with wood glue, and then the other side will just be a hole, and then you just push them together. And once they're set and I'm happy with them, then the platforms will be screwed down to the baseboard. The reason I just do that, it stops them being knocked or moved around, and plus it keeps the wood straight, because obviously they're fixed down, they're not going to twist or anything like that. So I'll probably, because before we made that mistake of screwing down into the wood, so you've got to cover the screws. So what, and if you're painting over it and then you want to change the platform in the future times, then you don't know where the screws are, and then you start ripping the whole wood up. So I'm going to screw from underneath, because what I'll do, I'll just drill a pilot hole through the board, and then when there's a hole there that I can screw up, because then you can see where the platforms are. So that's what I'll do. And once that's all glued, then obviously, and I'm happy with the final outcome, then obviously I will have that debate of, do I go for wheels, plastic card top platforms. This is in like York stone or Victoria paving, so I can have on the top there what do look good after I've been weathered. Or I will do my lovely little thing I usually use is kiln dry sand. You PVA the top, sprinkle the kiln dry sand and let it dry for an hour, then hoover up the last bits of loose sand off and let it dry 24 hours, and then I will spray with a paint to give that asphalt look. If you can't get kiln dry sand, what you use to put in brick weave drives and things like that, the next best thing is using chinchilla sand. Now, chinchilla sand you can get from any pet store or pet shop, and what chinchillas use to bathe in, and you can use that on top and give that asphalt effect if you can't get your kiln dry sand. So that's just a substitute you can use. But I haven't decided yet what tops I'm going to do, if it's going to be asphalt effect or the slab paving stone effect. So but we'll cross that bridge when it comes. So what we do now, we'll start getting the holes drilled in the timber and fix the wood dowels in, and we can get a length of platform done, ready, and then we can start doing the other bits and pieces to it. So let's press on. Okay, so I'm going to use a 6mm drill bit. Put in my cordless drill. Hope I've got enough battery power in this. If you can hear that wind, that's the storm Melissa hitting the United Kingdom today. That's hence why I'm not at work. Don't fancy getting wet and blown about. So these dowels in different sizes. So they're all M6, but you can see different sizes. There's your 10mm, there's your 8, and there's your 6. So I think the 3 sizes we've got in there, yeah, I think it's going to be the 6mm, because I think the 8 yeah, just think that's going to be, yeah, we're going for the 6mm. And there we go, first one done. So we'll get that glued. Like so, I've got a bit of PVA, little bottle. So in the end I used the M6 6mm wood dowel. So we've now glued and doweled the sections now. So what I want to do now, just as that's drying, I'm going to just put some weights on here to stop them sort of twisting about, and they can set in position then. And that'll be the length of platform all glued and doweled. So we'll get some weights on there. Okay, so we've got the weights on, so we'll let that dry now. All I've got to do is just get some dowel put on here and put that in position, but I might, no, I think I'll be safe. I will get it down because it's going to happen. I could just glue it, but if it gets knocked off, so we'll just be safe. We'll just put probably just 2 dowels, one here, one there, and then that will be positioned off the Art Deco station main building. And this is from Bachmann Scencraft. And then we'll have steps coming down. There'll be a bay here for the coach. Here we've got a taxi, but that'll be here. I'll see we have like a bay for taxi cars to be positioned. Maybe over one side of the steps. There'll be steps here, like I said, so they can maybe either side of the steps. Here you can have parking here for 2 cars. That can be for station staff and all the British Railways workers van. And on this side we've got enough space for 3, maybe 4 cars on this side, so that can be for the travellers. And obviously we can have some parking area over here as well next to the railway line, but we've got clear access because also we need access to the goods shed full of lorries who'll be loading off the wagons in from here. So you know, it's come on nicely. Then obviously here we'll have a footbridge spanning these 3 tracks. There'll be a small short platform here, and then I'll create a bay platform here so any wagons can offload onto the little platform here. The footbridge will be here. We'll have steps going down here, then steps going down here, because there'll be like a little pontoon area for smaller boats, ferries. And then the main one will go access this way, and that will go into the bigger ships like your ocean liners will go to further afield. So that's what we've got planned. So we'll just let that dry. We'll just what I do, I'll just get this doweled and that'll be done, and then we'll crack on with it more next time. But at least there's definitely progress on the platform. Well, I just come in the post today, a new edition for my mail train. So got this from TMC, so I get that in the box. And I've got also a pre-owned Hornby passenger brake van X7, so to go with my Pullman coaches. So I made an offer on it and TMC accepted it, so so good stuff. So that'll go well on my Pullman coaches for an extra luggage van. So let's get these out of the box. So this is the parcels Royal Mail van, I should say, out of the box. It's a Barkman model. It's a Barkman Mark 1 post office storage van. So it's a nice little model. I've been looking at for this for a long time now, and that was reduced on TMC. So if I zoom in, so the lettering really smart and bold, like the ER crest and the sliding door. The batteries down below, the storage, and it's got the old Western number, that 80417. And this is the other Royal Mail postal. This is a sorting variant, got the mesh grills at the window. This has been weathered already. This is weathered by TMC a little while ago. So once again, it's got a Western number. The number on this one is 80303. Spin that around. Excuse my hand. You get to see the other side. It looks like on the other side. Like I said, they had this one for a while now, and as you can see, I got the Western Hill Wagon Works Buckeye unstepped magnetic catches. So basically that means I can do closed coupling on this coach, and I'll demonstrate it with the other coach, my other Royal Mail one, to show how close the gap is on these two coaches. So there we have it. There's the immaculate coach. And now you can see with the Western Hill Wagon Works how close it's coupled up. So the gap's sort of not so bad as it would be with the normal NEMs. As you can see, the running numbers are the same. So on the immaculate one, I'll have to get the numbers changed, get that sent away, and get different numbers put on there. So this is the full rake all together, the immaculate one, the weathered with catching nets, and then finally my new storage van or coach. And here we have the X7 full brake. Once again, fine detail, the wood sides, lettering on there, the guard on the door, and we've got lettering at the end after the coach. If I can just zoom in there. Whoops, steady hand. So that's fun, nice little bit of detail there. And if I just push it along here, you've got some lettering on the back of the coach. So this is going to be added, like I said, to my Pullman. While I was waiting for the platforms to dry, I've created a bit of track work. This is the goods shed in the Harbour station. It holds quite comfortably, as you can see, 3 wagons without fouling the point. 3 box wagons. It comes off, as you can see, the down line, sorry. And I wanted, where this just past this point, I was going to put another point here and another road up there, but that's just too tight to this track work. So in the end, I just had this single piece of track, either like a head shunt or for the siding. And then on this part, I can fit a small tank like we've got here, the pannier, or a mid-sized tank engine, and quite comfortably 3 wagons without fouling the point here on this one here. And to be honest, you will be shunting just 2 or 3 at the maximum. You only can fit 2 wagons on this head shunt here. There's 3 wagons going there, so it'd be nice little what's the word, playing or running, shunting like box vans around on that small piece of track work in there. So that track work's now done. I think all the track work in the station area is done. The only thing I've got to do is where the turntable is. I've just got to do the track work around there, but it's new. I can't do it yet till I've done the turntable and that's all completed, wired up and running. And once I'm happy with that, then obviously we can get the track work up to the turntable. So that'll be the next major part of the track work for the main station area. But it's coming on nicely. The platforms are done, all joined and dried together, and the cracks of now wood filled and sand flattened off. And I will be, for the platforms, I've decided that I'm going for asphalt tops and concrete sides. So the reason I'm going for concrete side, I've done some research and looking at old photographs of Art Deco stations, and especially down south, they did have mostly concrete edged platforms, you know, that the size of the platform were concrete. So obviously that's how I'm going to go, and as we can see in these pictures here, so you can see that our concrete sides mostly, so that look quite nice, something different. We've got brick platform edging on the main High Oak Junction station. There'll be brick edging on the Tiffy Valley station, so it'll be just something different. And I can just weather it up, spray the plastic light grey, then just weather it, tone it down with powders, browns and your soots and diesel marks sort of thing, and just get some photographs of concrete edging platforms, and then try and get it really realistic looking. And I think that'll finish it off nicely. And then we'll do the old kiln dried or chinchilla sand tops with PVA the top, sprinkle it on, let it dry overnight, and then aerosol it, and then that will be good to go. And that'll be, and sort of the platforms will look good, and then I can start adding the fencing around the back of the Art Deco building, and sort of where my Battle of Britain locos sit on top of the platform, run it along down there. Fencing, probably you can get southern lattice fencing, so I probably will buy that because it's more south coast based harbour station. With I know it'll be sort of BR locos coming here, but it'll be mostly my southern stock I'll be running into here, so that'd be nice to have it, you know, a bit of a southern theme to it. So and that means I probably will fit southern signals, your southern informed signals, or I can go lights, but I think we're going lights in the main station with Malcolm's High Oak Junction. We can have lights, so I think here will be your southern signals, and then obviously on the Tiffy Valley that'd be a different, probably LMS themed signalling. So progress has been made. Well, it's been a fantastic week working up here at High Oak Junction. We had that bad storm, Claudia, last Friday, so I was off work, so we managed to crack on, do some stuff here. We've got the platforms put together, glued and doweled and fixed. We've come to a decision about doing the sides. We're going to go brick, or we can do concrete sides. Well, as you know, we're doing concrete sides, and they come this week, the old Pico L62s. So I'll be fixing them in the next video, and with obviously the matching ramp sides, the LK68 by Pico. So that will be in the next video, part 2 of the Harbour platforms. And also I might add in there installing the point motors, the PL10s in the Harbour station, because the holes are cut ready, so the motors can just fit in, and then they'll be all ready to be wired up when we eventually come to making the control panel. That I'll probably get ready laser cut made. There's a few companies out there, and do some more research and to build one of them control panel boxes, and all I've got to do is just put it together and wire it up, and hopefully, hey presto, that'll be up and running. But that's way off. So just in the next video, we'll just be doing the platform sides, doing the point motors, and obviously doing the tops of the platforms, doing that, like I said, kiln drying sand, and so you've got that nice asphalt look to it. And then we can have, in future videos, we can add the finer details like the fencing, station signs, people, luggage vehicles scooting around on the platform, steps at the back of the main station building, signalling, of course. All that sort of stuff will be in future videos, so please stay tuned, keep watch. And this is an important thing, just check sometimes, because YouTube, it does chuck you out of your subscriptions, because I had that, some people I subscribe with, why have I haven't seen any videos for a while, and it's just chucked me out for something because I haven't watched them for a while or whatever. So just double check. So if you have unsubscribed, just click on the subscribe button, and you can catch up and keep up to date with future videos here at High Junction. And as always, thanks for your time and watching. Stay safe, keep well, most importantly, you got it, keep modelling. Catch you again next video. We'll leave with the 47 pulling the Royal Mail train.